me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate the day. I actually did have a good Christmas. However, as you can tell by looking at me, I'm fighting for my life, okay? Because I just got my second period of the month. Yeah, so while people are celebrating getting all 12 periods, I'm on my 13th. So if I look a little crazy, it's because I feel it. However, I still wanted to get this video up because I've gotten a couple comments asking me if I had seen what's going on. So if you guys don't know what's going on with Pat Mcgrath, let's go. Y'all know how people say, don't say, oh, what else could happen? What else could go wrong? That's literally like the way to describe 2025. 2025 was a year where you really should not have said, oh, what else could happen? What else could go wrong? Because one thing about it, this year was going to show you. I feel like there are so many things you could point out that happened this year that was just like am I living in a different reality? Like, this is a simulation. Y'all know I like Sims 4, and sometimes they be feeling like, who is messing with my sim character? I don't see the plumb bob above my head. If you guys remember, earlier this year, I did do a video on Pat Mcgrath. A story had come out saying, like, pretty much is she washed, and if she is, why? You know, she doesn't do the things that Charlotte Tilbury does to keep her brand out there, and yada, yada, yada. After that, came back and told you guys that she had been named the creative director for Louis Vuitton's first makeup launch. That came out, and now we are at the point where people, and here's the thing, y'all gotta read past the titles of the articles. Y'all also have to, like, read the articles, because I assume the reason that people had been asking me if I saw what was going on, the lighting is going to go in and out because it can't figure out if it wants to rain or not. But people are reporting it that Pat Mcgrath is shutting down. So of course, when I saw that, I said, excuse me, not another one, not another Black-owned business before the year ends. So I went to go look, and this is what I found. Pat Mcgrath Labs, the high-end cosmetics brand once hailed as a beauty unicorn with $1 billion valuation, is currently undergoing a formal asset sale managed by Hilco Global. The move marks a significant shift for the culture favorite label as it seeks a strategic turnaround following years of operational challenges. Hilco Global's intellectual property practice announced it is accepting bids for the acquisition of the brand, including collateral pledged by Pat Mcgrath Cosmetics, LLC, and Patricia Mcgrath. Qualified bids are due by January 26, 2026 at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard. A formal auction is scheduled to take place via Zoom on January 27, 2026, with an option for participants to appear in person. The sale includes the brand's extensive intellectual property, trademarks, and associated assets. According to Hilco Global, Pat Mcgrath Labs remain a powerhouse in the creative space, recognized for its high-performance formulas, richly pigmented eyeshadows, iconic lip products, and luxurious statement-making collections. Okay, so if you're kind of like, what? Is it shutting down? No, we are not at that point yet. I'm not even sure if I should say yet, because it's possible that that might not even happen. What is happening is basically they're trying to get bought by someone else. What are you getting if you bid on this and you purchase it? For potential investors, the allure lies in the brand's unique positioning at the intersection of high fashion and retail accessibility. The IP portfolio includes not only patented formulas, but also a digital footprint that remains among the most engaged in the industry. As the broader color cosmetics category faces increased competition from celebrity-backed labels, the acquisition of a proven legacy brand like Pat Mcgrath Labs offers a rare entry point into the luxury tier. Now, why would the brand have to do this? The transition to a distressed sale follows a period where the brand's rapid global expansion reportedly outpaced its operational fundamentals. In 2018, Pat Mcgrath Labs reached $1 billion valuation after securing a massive investment from Rezo Brands. However, the company subsequently struggled with scaling issues, executive turnover, and a shifting retail landscape, leading to a significant drop in its valuation. The decline serves as a cautionary tale within the prestige beauty sector. While the brand excelled in creative output, industry insiders noted that the logistical infrastructure often lagged behind its viral marketing success. This operational friction led to a series of management restructures that ultimately failed to stabilize the brand's bottom line. Hilco Global's involvement signals a final push to preserve the brand's equity under the new stewardship that can reconcile its artistry with sustainable business practices. So that paragraph is giving, it's not necessarily what they have to offer. It's not necessarily like, you know, if you guys remember the article I talked about before, had kind of like alluded like the brand got boring. And from some of the videos that I've seen, people are making it out that the problem with the brand is that, you know, it's not creative anymore. The products that they were putting out got boring. It was a product issue. And sometimes with brands closing, it is a product issue, right? They aren't innovative anymore. People aren't checking for the products anymore. But if you pay attention to what that just said, it's giving more so it's a behind the scenes issue. Now, it's not the first time that I've heard about the corporate side having some issues. And it actually reminds me, do you guys remember after Norvina decided to befriend every influencer walking the planet, and then all this drama started happening? People were in group chats about Norvina. They were getting tattoos about Norvina. They were fighting over, you know, who could impress Anastasia Beverly Hills the most. It was just not a good look for Anastasia Beverly Hills, the company. People started talking about it. Consumers were talking about how all of this behavior is just turning them off from the company because it's not giving professional, right? And then we started getting like behind the scenes little, what do they call them? Like blind item type things, like anonymous things where people were like, it is not good corporate side Anastasia Beverly Hills. She does things that are unprofessional to run a business, like using your zodiac sign to do business deals and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And they kind of had to pull the reins in, like, baby, you're not finna mess this company up for the rest of us. It's giving that type of thing. It's not always the, you know, you ran out of ideas for the products that you're putting out, or people got tired of the products, which I do think at the time, actually, no, I wouldn't even say at the time people were getting tired of Anastasia Beverly Hills products. I really think it was just the way that, they were moving socially. If there is friction in the office, if it is being run in a way that can be deemed unprofessional, then that is just how quickly things can go left for your company. So it's giving, at least from how it's being described, that's what's happening with Pat McGrath Labs. I did see another article that had said that they're looking for the owners of Louis Vuitton to kind of take over the Pat McGrath Labs, which, if true, I'll come be your creative director, but will you buy my company? If they do, love that for her. Whoever buys it, love that for her. That happens all the time. Most of the makeup brands that you see and love were purchased by someone else. Actually, I believe L'Oreal owns like most of L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, like they own most of the makeup companies that you see and love. And that is one of the reasons why people don't like when these same two companies own all the makeup companies, because once they get acquired by another business, that's when they start to feel like the quality goes down, the creativity goes down, stuff like this, blah, blah, blah. But hey, these companies are still in business for some of them longer than some of us have been alive. And that's just kind of what happens. So just because it is being, or they are looking for it to be sold to someone else, do I think that's the end of the company? No, I do not. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm just not there where I feel like I need to go stock up. One thing, that concealer, I just repurchased that a couple weeks ago. And the other side of me is like, maybe I should be at a point where I'm a little nervous, because it's like, I don't know if you guys saw it, but a couple months ago, they had been saying that there is Pat McGrath available at CVS for like $20. Like, okay, maybe that should be a sign. And then when she became the creative director for Louis Vuitton, people were like, oh, this is her exit out of, you know, owning the company. Like, maybe that should be another sign. But for some reason, I'm just not there. I'm not at the point where I'm like, oh, I need to go stock up. You know, I just bought that concealer a couple weeks ago. Well, I repurchased her concealer a couple weeks ago. I'm just not at that point where I feel like I need to be worried about Pat McGrath Labs shutting down. I don't know. So yeah, y'all, that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the future of Pat McGrath. And I think I said it when she became the creative director of Louis Vuitton. Listen, if that day comes for Miss Pat herself will be fine. Creative director, Louis Vuitton. She's booked and busy during fashion weeks. If anything, it'll be unfortunate for the other people who work at the company, you know, PR, marketing, development, all that type of stuff, because they will be out of a job. But Pat McGrath herself, Pat McGrath will always be fine. So y'all, that is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.